Where is everybody? Where is everybody? I know it's dinner time. It is dinner time. It's get ready for work day and the next day time. But you guys, I just got through watching. I watched The Real. I don't know if y'all watched that TV show, talk show. Um, that's got the ladies on it: Tamara, Jeannie Ma. Hey Jackie. Ooh, I'm glad you on here. I am glad you are here. So we got good topic. I got a good topic. So I was just watching a clip from Jeannie Ma and her mother. Um, uh, and she was talking about her abuse. She was talking about when she got molested, and her mom was telling her how she didn't believe her and everything. But they had a coming together family moment. Had me in tears and everything. Yes, Sassy, you right on time. And so again, it went back to how I was talking about how family, parents, moms, parents, and us don't come with instructions. There's no instructions how to be a parent. When you become a parent in the hospital, they don't give you a pamphlet to tell you or show you how to be a parent. What they give you is paperwork on how to apply for WIC, paperwork on how to apply for assistance if you need child support, if you need public aid, if you need hey Silky, if you decide that you want to give up your baby, like they give you all of that information while you're in the hospital having the baby. They will even ask you, um, do you want to speak to a hospital social worker? All of that stuff they'll do. But they don't give you any instructions. There is nothing that tells you how to be a parent or show you how to be a parent. Anything that you want to know, everything, all the questions and everything that I had. Thank God at that time, I told you guys I had my first child when I was 19. All the questions and everything that I had to either ask my doctor or I had to go to the library and read books. I read all kind of books. You remember Dr. Spock? Those of you that's my age know about Dr. Spock. Dr. Spock was supposed to be the guru, the parenting guru. Like he told you all the do's and don'ts of parenting. He told you everything that you had to do to take care of your child from infancy all the way up to college. That was Dr. Spock. Great books this man wrote. Um, a lot of it don't apply to us and definitely don't apply to how these kids are today. But back then, if there was something you wanted to learn or know about parenting, that was the go-to book. That was the book to go to. So, with listening to Jeannie Ma and everything that she was going through, you know what? I gotta respect her mother, Mama Ma. I have to respect her mom and any mother that can get on a national platform, a platform period, and admit your wrongs. can get on there and apologize to their daughter. She, they joked around a little bit afterwards, and she said, I didn't know how to be a mom, and I was learning, and I was young, and all of that kind of stuff, and everything as well. But she was honest, and she was truthful, and she apologized to her daughter, and she told her daughter, I didn't believe you. I thought you was making it up. Um, 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 she didn't want to believe her daughter because she thought that they was just having a fight because they didn't like each other. And so she admitted to all of these things, which is great. Which is great, because the only way you're going to be able to move forward in a mother and daughter relationship is if you're honest about it. You got to be honest about the whole situation. You can't say as a mother, well, I didn't know, but do you know what happened to me? Well, I didn't know, but do you understand what I went through? I didn't know. And that is a lot of things that parents do. Instead of them just being the parent and parenting their children, they make up excuses for them not being there instead of just being honest with the child and say, I was a child too. I was a child too, and I didn't understand, and I didn't know, and my mother was not a mother. So my mother didn't teach me a damn thing. So therefore, I couldn't teach you anything. That's the honesty that parents need to have with their children. Because we know parents don't, parents parenting is the most hardest job in the world. You understand me? Is the most hardest job in the world to do. And it is the most unsupported. The most, people think that when you a mother, it's a breeze. It's easy. You become a parent and stuff. It's easy and it's a breeze. And if something didn't turn out right, if your kid, I don't care if you came from the highest of the high, from royalty. If your kid came up fucked up, out fucked up, they look at it as it's the parent's fault. If your kid came from the downright gutter of the gutters, you came from the hood of the hood, and that child became a superstar, a multimillionaire, do you know that that mother won't get the credit for that? They won't credit the mom that she worked hard, she bust her ass, she came home and tucked her kids in and read a book and went over the studies and all of this kind of stuff. And that mother still won't get credit for all of her hard work. Don't matter where you come from. It matters where you at and what you get out of the situation, what your children get out of the situation. What do you want from your situation? I didn't learn. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be brutally honest, honey, because this is some deep conversation we in. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you have not thumbs up this video, please thumbs up this video, because this is going to be some real family talk. This real family talk. If you didn't learn or know anything, you just went with the flow. You just went with the flow. Some mothers grew up with their children. Some mothers they was learning with their children. I had a friend that I went to school with. She had a baby in school, young, 14, 15 years old, 13, whatever, in school. And her mother was raising her and her children. That's my story, Miss Gina. See, I knew I'm telling somebody's story, Jackie. I'm telling somebody's story. And her baby, even though she had a little boy, even though the little boy was her baby, he was raised as her brother. He was raised as her brother. So other kids and people in school, they knew of that child as being her little brother. I love these conversations. Ooh, thank you. I'm glad, Jazz. I did a good one then. I told you we're gonna have some real conversations. And but that child was not her brother. That was her child. It was a child having. I was shocked because when I went over to the house, I was like, "Oh, that's your little brother," and she would be like, "Yeah, whatever," because that was the family secret. See, back then, those was the family secret. Back in my day, when my mother and them, when it was a family secret, when they had children, they sent them away. You got sent away to grandma. You got sent away to an aunt or an uncle or something like that. And then after you had the baby, you would bring the baby back. Now, ain't nobody seeing your mama stomach get big or anything. Ain't seen her, and all of a sudden your mama got a baby. All of a sudden, and the baby's yours, and that's your little brother or sisters. That's how it was back in the days. And I never forget that kid was brought up as her little brother. And because I was going through my own set of circumstances and I was honest with her about things that I was going through, she wind up being honest with me. And she said, "Gina, you know what?" And I was like, "What?" She said, "That's not my little brother." I'm like, "It's not?" She said, "No, that's not my little brother." And I was like, "Okay, if that's not your little brother, who it is?" She said, "That's my baby." I'm like, "Girl, get out of here." Because we young. We like 12, 13 years old. Hey, T, we was young. And I said, "Girl, get out of here." She was like, "No, I'm serious." She says, "That's my baby." And what happened is what usually happens. She got raped, molested, whatever you want to call, by a family member. And they sent her away to have the baby. And they brought her back with the baby after she had given birth. And that was their family secret. So then her mother raised the baby as her baby, and she grew up with her son as her brother. Now, mind you, this is one of the reasons, hi Jasmine, that I told you I don't deal with fuck shit in families. I don't deal with secrecy shit in families. That's the reason why my children, they don't know my family members. We don't go to family reunions. I don't do family reunions because it's fuck shit. It's bullshit. Because ain't nobody there being a family. Ain't nobody there being honest. They're well kept secrets. So seeing that video of Jeannie Ma and her mother, oh, it touched me. If you have not seen it, you guys got to Google it. You got to see it. Everybody's talking about it. It's going viral. And a lot of people came after after her mom, Mama Ma. They was dragging her through these YouTube streets. They was dragging her all over social media. I can respect that lady because she came to her truth. She came to the reality of, I should have believed my daughter a long time ago. But she thought she was doing something great. She said her dad brought this family member in from, another country, from Japan or Thailand or from wherever they are. She had to work two jobs. The father worked a job. He was the babysitter. They needed someone to babysit. He did not have a family or anything. And so she assumed and thought that she was doing the right thing. And so when her daughter was saying, "Mommy, please don't leave me with him. Please don't leave me with him," she just looked at it as, "Oh, they arguing. They fussing. They fight. They'll be okay. You get over it. Go somewhere and play and sit down." And it's always either one or two things. You either don't believe you're a child or you don't want to believe you're a child. That's the same way a lot of these women is now with these boyfriends, these men. And then they feel some type of way when a boyfriend murders their child, when the boyfriend abuses their child. Then they start saying, "Oh, I knew I should have never left them. I knew I shouldn't have did this." Well, you knew from the beginning. You knew I don't care. Let me tell you something. All of us as women, as grown women, as women that in relationships, when you with a no good motherfucker. You know when that nigga is not good for you or your children. But what you choose is something totally different. See, some of us, they think that you got some of these women that can't live without a man. I don't care what they can't live without a man. They just got, if it's a piece of a man, they don't give a damn how dirty, raggedy, low down, trifling, trash ass man he is, just as long as there's a big dick in the house. I'm going to give it to you in the raw. If you ain't ready for this conversation, I suggest you leave now. This is deep. We going to go deep. You understand me? But I'm speaking the truth. Hey, Black TV. Hey, T. Hey, Jasmine. Jackie say my daughter and I are only 14 years apart. Wow, I didn't have anyone to guide me. I ran away from CPS when they wanted to take my daughter. Amen. See? Hey, A. Rice. Hey, love. Oh, this gonna get deep, A. Rice. I don't know if you gonna be prepared for this one. You may not want to stay for this one because it's gonna get deep. It's gonna get deep. But it's real talk. It's facts. It's something that needs to be heard. Parents do not come with instructions, but that does not mean you cannot be a good parent. Don't mean that. It does not mean that. You have to want to be a good parent. You have to learn from all your mistakes. You have to learn from your mother's mistakes. You have to learn from your father's mistakes. You sure know how to bring me out them bushes. Black TV, I think, love, I'm glad I brought you out, boo. I think I'm going to be bringing a lot of folks out the bushes tonight because I'm talking to some people. See, the one good thing, let me tell you the two things that is taboo in the Black community. There is two things that is taboo in the Black community. That is if you're gay or lesbian, homosexual, transgender, whatever. I'm going to put all that in one category. And if there's incest, rape, molestation, whatever you want to call it. Those are the two things that are taboo in the Black community. Hi, lovely by far. I'm here too, Miss Gina. I'm glad y'all here, honey. Y'all getting some real conversation tonight. Miss Gina, after my experience, I was traumatized with men. And that's usually what happens. You get traumatized. You don't know what to do. I know people right now that's still traumatized. That's still traumatized. That's still go. I shared the story about what happened to me when I was 13. I'm going to share it again for those of you that wasn't around or didn't get to see that video. So when Jeannie Ma was explaining to her mother, Mama Ma, about this uncle or cousin or whoever, I forget, I think it was a cousin, that had been molesting her, she said that was the first time I've ever seen a grown man naked, nude. He was making her take showers with him and all kind of stuff. Sassy said, I told a similar story in your earlier live today. Yeah. Didn't I tell you, Sassy? I said I'm going to come back and I'm going to do this video about parenting. Remember I told you? I said I'm going to do this video and a lot of people is going to relate to it. And I decided to do it tonight because that video with Jeannie Ma and Mama Ma is going viral. And there has been so many videos out lately about parenting. And we even, Raw Honest Tea even talked about, and she broke down because she's going through parenting issues, and she talked about how she just wanted to give up and everything. So there's all kinds of parenting issues, and we're going to get to those. We're going to get to those. It's not just molestation, rape, incest, but it is being overwhelmed as a parent. Because you might have had that child when you were young, or you might have had that child when you was of age, but you just didn't understand and know how to be a mom. You didn't know the stresses of it. You might had parenting, some type of mental issues and things that goes on after having a baby, and you don't know. what you're feeling. You don't know that you might be sick. You don't know that I don't know why I got these evil thoughts that I just want to kill this baby. I just want you don't understand it because you've never experienced it before, and you don't know instructions. Not just the hospitals, but Planned Parenthood and all of these places. Even the schools. See, the schools give your kids condoms. You know they can give them condoms without your permission. They can show them how to put on a condom. They can talk sex education with your children. But they never ever discuss about being a parent. They should have a list, a booklet, a pamphlet of all type of numbers and doctors and social agencies that you can go to and get information on being a parent or going through the parenting experiences. There is not, you can't find that nowhere. You can't find that nowhere. There should be a pamphlet with different instructions. And that should be the parenting instruction book pamphlet or something. Instruction parenting pamphlet book or something where it has numbers and addresses to tell you where to go and what to do when you want information on how to be a parent. Your kid can go and have an abortion without getting your permission. Your child can go, they can give your child birth control. Do you know what a doctor told me? When I took my daughter, I never forget, because I told you guys, I don't play. When my girls turned 15, now you got to do it at 13. I went and got them some birth control. Do you understand me? And I told that doctor, I need something that's not oral. I need something that I don't have to remind them to take. I need an implant. You put it in the arm, you put it up in. I don't care how you do it. I need something that's going to last for a while. So if he flip her up, rub her down, toss her to the side or whatever, she ain't getting pregnant. I'm just keeping it real with you. That doctor told me, got mad at me. He said, well, I think she should try the pill first. I said, no, we not doing the pill. He says, well, I talked to her and maybe I said, we not doing the pill. He said to me, I don't have to talk to you. He said, I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to get your permission. I could talk to her. I said to him again, we are not doing the pill. And I told my daughter, you need to tell him right now, you need something that you don't have to be reminded to take. When my daughter said to him what I told her to say, that's when he went on and gave her the little stick things. I can't think of the name of it, but it goes up under the skin. And I think they put 2 or 3 of them in there and it goes up under the skin and the arm, and it lasts for 5 years. And so we got that. And but this doctor was like, I don't have to talk to you. So your 13-year-old, your 14-year-old, yeah, she was underage because that's the law. If your underage child decides to go to Planned Parenthood, they can go to Planned Parenthood and get birth control, and they don't even have to tell the mother. Do you know that your child can go to the school counselor or the school? See, I'm educating some folks tonight. It's real talk. Can go to the school counselor and say, I want birth control. The boys can ask for condoms and all kind of stuff, and they can give it to them. And they don't have to call and get your permission. Yes, it would be nice if we teach abstinence. We used to be able to teach abstinence, but that ain't happening. We living in the real world. That's not happening. You know why that's not happening? Because you got 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds that want big asses. You got 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, and 12-year-olds that want hair down to their ass. You got 12-year-olds and 10-year-olds and 13-year-olds that want big ass titties. They go by what they see on TV. They go by what they're seeing in the home. They're going back. Did you not see? Do you not watch the online what is his name? I was watching on there the other day, and on that talk show, and not Jerry. I was gonna say Jerry Springer, not Jerry Springer, but I was watching one of the talk shows, and the one that says you are not the father. You are not the father. Him, whatever the fuck his name is, and there was a 9-year-old, 9. She was 9, and she had a little hot top on and everything, and was telling her mother what she was gonna do and what not gonna do and how she was dressing. And she gets older men and this and that and everything. That's how young they are, 9 years old. Yeah.
Here's the slide. It's all finished.
Okay, let me do it after I get off my live.
Okay.
Maury, yeah, the Maury, thank you. The Maury show. So when you have 9-year-olds and you have, yes, A. Rice, the Maury show, and you have 9-year-olds that want big booties, they want to be sexy, they want long hair, and they looking at Cardi B's and all of this kind of stuff. How you gonna teach them abstinence? How you gonna teach them abstinence when they role models is teaching them how to have sex? When they role model is teaching them how to get out here and sell their soul. Do you not watch the social media? Did you see I looked at Facebook the other day, and there was a little girl, the baby couldn't have been no more than maybe 6 or 7 years old. She has a school uniform on, and she twerking it and twisting her booty all up in the air, and they throwing money at this baby. They throwing money and they filming it. And they think that this is okay. They think is this okay. When that baby should have been sitting down reading the books, them parents need their ass locked up. They need to be locked up. This is why the children's minds and mentalities is so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Because that they minds soak up so much. And when they see all this stuff and they think your children emulate what you do. Do you remember as a child when you saw your mother dress up? When mama was going out on a nice dinner or a business dinner or whatever, a get together, whatever with dad, and you saw mommy comb her hair and put her makeup on, and you went and put them shoes on, and them shoes was going click, clack, click, clack. They was falling off your feet. And you was like, look, mommy, I'm dressed like you. That was innocence. That was fun. Because your children looked at you and they wanted to be the queen that they seen. Now it's a competition. It's a competition between mothers and daughters. Where we do that at? Where we do that at when you want to have a competition with your daughter? Where we do that at when mothers and daughters is fighting over the same man? Instead of you teaching your daughter how to be respectful of themselves and their bodies, and they can't be respectful of themselves because you ain't respectful of yourself. You got daughters, good little girls, that sleep like this, that's scared to go to sleep with one eye open. You know why? Because the boyfriend is waiting for mama to go to sleep so he can tiptoe in there in the daughter's room. But the mama ain't gonna believe it. You lying little bitch. You're lying about, he would never do that. And did y'all not see the video? Did you not see the video where the young girl recorded her mother when she went to her mother and told her mother that her boyfriend had been touching her? And the mama said, bitch, you just don't want to keep me happy. You just trying to tear my family apart. Did y'all not see that video? I think that video went viral. And the daughter said to the mother, why you getting mad at me? Because I'm telling you what your boyfriend did. The mother put it all on the boyfriend. She never, ever, put it all on the daughter. You saw it, Silky Black? She never, ever went and questioned the boyfriend. She automatically assumed that her daughter don't want to keep her. Let me tell you something. If my daughter tells me a motherfucker looked at her the wrong way, do you know I'm trying to cut his motherfucking eyeballs out? And the reason that is because I'm going to go back to this little girl, Gina. There was once a little girl, beautiful, beautiful little girl named Gina. Curly hair, long hair, down to her back and everything. Was the happiest, most brightest little girl that you would ever want to meet. Had a 13-year-old mind, wasn't trying to be older than she was not trying to be nothing more than that young little blossoming 13-year-old girl that she could be. And mama had to have a boyfriend. And mama had several boyfriends that came and go. But this one particular boyfriend would come back. And every time he came back, he was fixated. You understand? Those of you that don't understand what fixated mean, that's when a person keeps their eyes on you. They can't look to the side. They can't look up. They can't look in back of them. They just fixated on you. They just keep staring at you. So every time he would come, he would be fixated on that little 13-year-old girl named Gina. And I felt so uncomfortable. And I knew he was waiting for the right time. I could be watching TV and I could be kicking it with my sisters and them, and we could be laughing and joking. And you know how you feel somebody looking at you? You can feel them looking at you so hard that you feel the heat on your face, because you don't even want to turn in their direction because you know they looking at you. That's how he was. Every single time I would do. Now, mind you, he would be hugging my mother, sitting on the couch hugging my mother, but fixated on me, looking at me. And I kept saying to myself, this 13-year-old little girl named Gina. See, I'm telling you guys this for a reason. Yes, Jasmine, very scary. I'm telling you this for a reason because some of you all doing this fuck shit right now. Just like Jeannie mom just had this out with her mom. They finally got this and now they're able to move forward. See, I'm trying to stop you guys. I'm trying to help you so you don't go through the things that I went through, that Jeannie mom went through, that mama mom went through, that other people was going through, because y'all fucked up with these little family kept secrets. I knew as long as I stay with my sisters, I told you I only had two. As long as I stay with my sisters, he can't get me, because I know he gonna get me. Because he was watching me too hard, and you know as a child something ain't right. Now mind you, this man ain't never touched me yet. He never said anything to me yet. All he did was looked at me and he was fixated on me. And those eyes told it all. When you want to know something about a person, I keep telling y'all, live by the 3 L's. Look, listen, and learn. Look them dead in their face. Every word they say, listen. You going to learn a lot about a person. Because a person that's not being honest with you, they're going to look everywhere down but in your face. They're going to talk all around in circles but toward you. Look, listen, and learn. So I just look, listen, and learn, and I knew, let me just, no matter what I do, don't be alone. Be with my sisters. I didn't care where I went, what I did. Honey, when I went to the bathroom, I was like, Chris, come on, let me take, she was the baby. She was the young. Chris, come on, let me take you to the bathroom. Let me take you to the washroom and stuff. Go, even though I had to go, but I made it like she had to go because I wanted her in there with me because I didn't try. I told you guys, my mother was deaf. My mother couldn't hear nothing. So if that man had left out my mama's room and came in my room at any time, she wouldn't have heard it. If I was screaming and hollering while my mother was asleep, she wouldn't have heard it because she was deaf. So I knew to keep my sisters with me and to keep them close. And one day, that little girl named Gina, just like I'm sitting in this chair right now, nice sunny day, real nice. I never forget it. I can remember it like it was yesterday. Do you understand me? Because when brutality happens, when abuse happens, especially sexual abuse, it never leaves you. Never ever leaves. It lives with you every waking second, minute of the day. So I can remember it as plain sight as it was yesterday. You understand me? As if it happened this morning. And I sat in that chair and I'm watching my little TV show. I'm in the kitchen because we had a big, beautiful kitchen. And we had that door where you come in through the kitchen door and you come up the little steps and you walk into the kitchen. And it was a nice, sunny, hot day. And I'm in the house, the kids, my sisters and them outside playing. And while I'm in the house and while I'm in the kitchen, somebody knock on the door and I'm like, who is it? And before I could say who is it, he walks in. The second he walks in, my mouth dropped because I'm saying to myself, oh shit, I'm fucking in trouble because ain't nobody here. He knew what nobody here. He knew my mother wasn't there. He knew my sisters wasn't in the house because he probably saw them while they was outside. And I was sitting in a chair like this, like what I'm sitting in right now. And he came and he sat over there by me. He got down on one knee. And he started touching my face and everything. And he was like, Gina, you're so pretty. You're a beautiful girl. And I'm scared and I'm not saying nothing. I'm just trying not to move. And I'm saying in my head, Lord Jesus, please, please don't let him rape me. Please just don't let him rape me. That's all I was saying. Just don't let him, don't let him do something to me that I wasn't able to handle. So he started feeling all on my neck and everything. And then his hand goes down my shirt. Hand go down my shirt. He feeling all on my shirt and everything up in there. He didn't go down my pants, but he went between my legs. This grown ass man that had been sleeping with my mother, feeling all over me like I'm a grown woman and I'm a child. You understand? I'm a child. And my sister, or he heard the door or something and he jumped back and he was like, okay, tell your mother I came by and I'll talk to her later. And all I could do, the tears rolled down my face. Now, mind you, see, I was a very smart little girl, much like I am today. I'm a smart woman. I'm a loyal woman. I'm a strong. I'm giving y'all a little instinct into my life so you know why Miss Gina is the person that she is. I ran all the way to my mother's friend's house, to where my mother was. They was sitting at the living room table. Never forget it like it was yesterday, like it was this morning. Could never forget it. They sitting at the table. And I'm crying, and her friend said, my mother didn't even say, girl, what's wrong with you? Her friend said it. Her friend said, Gina, what's wrong? And I was like, because I was so upset, I didn't even know how to get it out. She's like, calm down, Gina. You want some water? She gave me some water and everything. She said, calm down now, tell her what's happened. I looked at my mother and I said, Ma, your friend, he put his hands on me. And she was like, what do you mean he put his hands on you? What do you mean? See, this how these young mothers act. This how these old mothers that need a man, that don't want a trifling ass man to leave. That, what do you mean he put his hands on you? I said, Ma, he put his hands down my shirt and down my pants. What do you mean? You must have misunderstood. How the fuck do you misunderstand a motherfucker putting his hands down your shirt and down your... How do you misunderstand that? How does any child misunderstand that? So her friend says, girl, what you gonna do? Girl, you better handle this. What you gonna do? So instead of my mother, even if she was going to pretend, and lie, instead of her saying, I'm going to kill this motherfucker, she said, girl, I ain't going over there to that nigga house. That nigga got a gun. That nigga carry a gun. I ain't going over. Why you fucking with a motherfucker that carries a gun around with him anyway? And you got young girls, not one, not two, but 3 young girls. Thank God that he came towards me rather than my baby sisters. And if I had to go through that all over again, I would rather go through it than my baby sisters. That hurt me to my heart. Right then and there, I knew it was time to go. I knew it was time to go. I didn't leave right away. My mother called him and she had a conversation with him. To add insult to injury, she had him come back over to the house that night. And she called me out of my room, and I was shaking like a leaf because I knew he was back over there. And I had my sisters in them with me, and I had their hands, and I had their hands tight. And I brought my sisters in to the room with me. And my mother said, "No, y'all go back in the room. I didn't call y'all. Y'all go back in the room." And she says, "He wants to say something to you, Jean." And I said in my mind, because I'm a child, what could he want to say to me? And he said, "If you misunderstood what I said or did, I'm sorry." And I looked at my mother, and I looked at him, and I said, "Yes, sir." And I went back to my room. Not too long after that, maybe the next week, maybe the following weekend, my father popped up. My father popped up, and I begged him. I said, "Please take me with you, please." And he said to me, because my father was alcoholic, and I knew, but he was everything to me. And I said to him, "Please, just take me with you. I'll work, I'll help you, I'll do whatever." And my father said to me, he says, "Not right now, Jean. I'll come back and I'll get you." And I said, "Promise." I said, "You promise?" And my mother said, "You talk to him on the porch. You can't talk to him in the house. He can't come in my house because my man is here." So we talked to him on the front porch. My sisters came out. They gave Dad a hug and a kiss. And he promised me he was going to come back. And that was the last time I ever saw my father. Went to school Monday morning. The school said, "You got to come, you got to go home." So what do you mean I got to go home? I didn't do anything. "You got to go home, Jean." I said, "No, I don't have to go home. I was on time." They said, "You have to go home." So I leave and I go home. My mother's walking down the street because she's headed toward the school to come and get us. She's crying. I'm wondering, what's she crying about? She's crying because she had to tell me that my father died over the weekend. He was drinking on a job. You know why? Because he couldn't spend the time he wanted to spend with his daughters. He couldn't spend the time. He couldn't take us. He couldn't come in our house like a man should. So he was drinking on the job and ran the forklift into some crates. And they fell on top of him and he died instantly. So after that, I left. 13 years old, I left. My mother never came looking for me. And I never ever went back. Never went back. It was rough through the years. We spoke on and off. Years passed. I didn't call her for birthdays, Mother's Days. She didn't call me for birthdays, Mother's Days. My sons, as they got older, as my older children got older, my older children start saying, "I want to see Granny. I want to see Granny. I want to be with Granny," and all of this stuff. And my son says, "My humble condolences to you, Jean." "No, Jess, I'm sharing this because I want to help somebody tonight. Because I want to help, because it's still happening." And you don't, and these adults, these people don't understand that the effect that it has on a child, it affects you for the rest of your life as an adult. And if you are not a strong ass, I'm a strong ass woman. I'm a strong queen. You understand me? I know I'm strong with everything that I go through, and I turned out to be a queen. I turned out to be the best mother that any mother could want. Can't nobody never take that from me. Never take that from me. And I've been on my own since 13. Do you understand? Raising myself, taking care of myself. I never had anyone when I ran away. No one came looking for me. CPS ain't shit. No. And I get it, Jackie, because nobody came looking for me neither. Nobody came looking for me. And it's still going on. It's still going on. And we went through our ups and downs, up and down. And do you know every day of my life, every day, I would pray to God every single day. I promise you guys, I would pray to God and say, Lord Jesus, please don't let me turn out like my mother. I would say, Lord Jesus, please soften her heart. Please let her come around. Every day I prayed this prayer. I told y'all for 30 years. My mother didn't come around for 30 years. You understand me? She didn't get the picture, the effect of what her life and what she chose, how it played on me. And all I wanted was a mother that will be there for me, that will kill for me, that will love me. Because I didn't hear growing up, I was loved. Oh, I heard all the time throughout the years, I was beautiful. I was gorgeous. Man, girl, with them looks, girl, you gonna be somebody. That's the kind of bullshit I heard. I didn't hear, wow, Gina, I love you. You a smart young lady. You gonna be something. When I got my GED, I was pregnant with my son. And I got my GED. I think was he the fourth? Let me see, Tracy, Kia, Sydney, Chris. Yeah, he was the fourth. I was pregnant with my fourth. And I got my GED and I couldn't go across the stage because I was in labor. I was about to go in. But when I got the message that I had passed the test, I was so happy that I called my mother. She was the first person I called and said, I got my GED. I was the first in my family to get a high school diploma, even though it was a GED, a general education diploma. And instead of my mother saying, I'm proud of you, man, that's awesome, she said, well, it's about time one of y'all doing something. It's about time somebody. That broke me. My teacher said to me, Gina, I'm proud of you. You worked so hard. Don't stop here. Go to college. That's where I got my love and support from others. I didn't get it from my mother. But I continued to pray. I continued to love that lady. To this day, I love her to death. I love her to death. Do you understand me? I won't throw her under the bus for nobody. But I'm sharing this because somebody needs to know and somebody needs to break the cycle. They need to. And all the times when my son and people would try to get us together, my mother would say, well, Jean, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry such and such. But do you know what I went through? Do you know that I was abused too? Do you know that my mother didn't teach? I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I don't give a fuck about what you went through as a child. That's some shit you should have took up with your mother. You my mother. I'm taking this up with you. That's how I felt as a young girl growing up, developing and becoming a woman. And as I would pray for my mother to come around, I would pray that God would make me a better mother than she. And I would say to the Lord, please don't let me turn out like her. Please don't let me make the same mistakes that she made. And that's what kept me stronger and stronger and stronger. And every time my mother would come around and say, I'm sorry, it was always a but. I'm sorry, but. I'm sorry, but did you know? I'm sorry, but such and such. And I was just like, okay, lady, all right, leave it alone. And that was one of the reasons why I kept my children away from my family. Because I looked at it that, damn, if you ain't protect me, you damn sure ain't gonna protect them. If you telling me that your family members molested you, and you allowed your boyfriend to molest me, I damn sure know you gonna let them get away with molesting my children. We ain't having that. No, hell no. So I never went to a family reunion. I didn't go to a birthday party. I never went to a get together. I didn't go to a motherfucking drive by. Do you understand me? None of that. None of it. Because again, I can understand that parents don't come with instructions. I can understand that my mother didn't get instructions from her mother to be a mother. But you decided to have me. You decided to bring me here. You're supposed to learn. What you don't know, you're supposed to learn. And that's what they don't get. Oh, yes, Jasmine, 13. How is that possible? Jasmine, is still going on, love. Every day is still going on. Runaway Love by Ludacris is a very powerful song about this. Yes, Sassy. Yeah, and it's the truth. That song, that video is the truth. Just stopping through to say a quick hello. I'm cooking well. It's almost done now. I'm having some asparagus with some red potatoes and fresh homemade crab cakes with some cranberry juice. Oh, Bella, that sounds delicious. Thank you. Thank you, love. Thank you for stopping by. Jasmine say, how can a mother not even attempt to look for their 13-year-old kid? Jasmine, it's plenty. It's still going on today. Do you know how many mothers that you think I was 13, baby? These girls are starting at 9. Like I said, Maury, that baby was 9. You understand me? These babies are starting at 9, 10, 11. And they going out doing everything up under the sun. You think the mother's getting up going to look for them babies? They ain't looking for them. They ain't looking for them. They ain't a mother. They a donor. The sperm donor, and all they doing is they just a machine that pushed us out because they don't care. Don't know how to be a mother, ain't tried to. Prayer is the key. Love, yes. That's what brought me through it. Prayer, that's what made me the person I am now. Hey, how was practice?
It hurts.
Oh, you look tired. Go soak in the tub or take a shower.
I popped a blood vessel on my hand.
Oh, man.
Man, that's scary.
Cherie says, support that all you wanted and to hear. Mama love you. Yep. Single women don't have to bring a man home. Nope, Cherry. Nope, you don't. Story time. I love your stories, and we all got a story to tell. Facts. We just want someone to listen and tell us it's okay. And I'm proud of you, like you said. Thank you, Bella. Thank you so much. You know, like I said, A. Rice tells me all the time that he's proud of me, and I get a few other of you tell me that, and I'm telling you that is one of the most uplifting words that you can say to somebody that's been through a lot. It's not about you. No, it was never about me, Jasmine. You so real, Gina. I respect you so much. Thank you, Vella. I love you. I just got my GED 6 years ago. Amen. Congratulations, Jackie. Congratulations. My daughter graduated from high school and I passed my GED the next day. Wonderful. Oh my God, Gina, you are serious. Your mother let that happen. Or are you speaking in? No, I'm speaking facts, Stella. I'm speaking facts. I told you guys, the only way I can tell you where I'm going is for me to share with you where I've been and where I've come from. So for me to share somebody else's story, because I was talking about Jeannie Ma from The Real and Mama Ma from The Real, the only way I could share their story with you is to share my story with you. Is to let you know from whence I came so you can understand for whence I'm going. That's my story. I'm speaking facts. Facts, not just generally speaking. Those are facts that happen. And somebody is going through this right now. My last foster mother was from the devil. And there's so many of them. It's about the money. They don't care about these children. This makes me go back to my experiences at my first university. Cherry said it must have came from her mother. We are stupid if we don't have the tools. Yeah, and that's exactly where it came from. But my point is, like I broke the cycle, like I wanted better, because I didn't want to be the mother that my mother was. She had that same opportunity. Even though she had a handicap, she chose to bring me here. She chose to bring not just me, 3 girls into this world. Once you make the decision to bring that child into this world, it is your duty to make sure that that child is okay until they're 18. It is your duty. And if you don't know, if you know that you went through all kind of hell, if you know that you went through all kind of sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuses, it is your job to learn differently so that you can teach somebody else, your offsprings, something differently so they ain't following into your footsteps. See, I prayed on it every day, all day. Every time my mother would come in the room, I despised her. You understand me? When that woman, I would ask the Lord to take her away. Literally. I was a child, I would be like, God, take her away right now. Put me in a foster home. Put me in. I would grow up and I would say to myself, I gotta be adopted. I gotta be. Then I had to think straight. I would come back to reality and say, shit, how you gonna be adopted? She ain't got no damn money. She broke. We struggling. But I would wish that I was adopted. I would live in this fairy tale land where I would pray and I would wish that my real parents would come and get me, because that's what I was praying. I would envy those that had it good, that lived a good life, that had nice things. But guess what? Their household wasn't no better than mine. They was going through their own set of demons. They was going through their own set of trials and tribulations. Jazz say here in Las Vegas, women will just walk up to you on the 1st of the month trying to sell the children. Guys, it is so sad. I can believe it, Jazz. That's why I said I'm sure, because it's still happening. We ain't moving forward. It is still happening. Hey, Royal. How you doing, Royal Lily? It's done. Checked in. Jehovah's name at Jackie. Amen. Jackie, you will get there. Keep prospering, love. Yes. Yes, Crystal. Oh, Queen Crystal King is back in the building. Yes. At Sassy, I'm trying really hard. I live in a world of silence. I feel no one hears me, the pain. And I understand, Jackie. Believe me, I understand. Because my mother went through that same thing. My mother would say, you don't know how hard I got it. You know, she's like, I don't hear no one. I'm alone. I'm in this world alone. And that's how she always felt. But I would tell her, you're not alone. That's where I did everything for my mother growing up. Everything. When my sister, who was behind me, God rest her soul, would get in trouble all the time, I would go to the parent-teachers conferences with my mom and explain to them so my mother wouldn't feel out of place, because a lot of things she did not understand because of her hearing, because she was deaf and she didn't have a high school diploma. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of things she never understood. She depended on me. So if you depended on me, why wouldn't you protect me? That's how I looked at that. Jackie, we do hear you, love. Please stay strong. Yes, we do, Sassy. Yes, we do. Yes, you have a lot of knowledge. That's what Tasha K said about her mother. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jazz, we are here for you. Crystal says smooches to everybody in this chat. Smooches. Much love. Blessings upon blessings. This is one of the reasons why I always say, if no one has told you they love you, I love you. Because I know better than anybody the effect that has on a child. The effect that has on adults. You get adults, they misconstrue love with abuse. I shared this story before about a friend of mine, an associate. I shouldn't call her a friend. An associate that said, my mama told me if you got a piece of a man, that's better than no man. She said, well, I know if he don't hit you and beat on you, he don't love you. Because that's the fuck shit she was used to. You see what I'm saying? You got women that think if the guy ain't calling her a bitch, downgrading her, bitch, you ain't shit. You ain't, I don't want you hoe. And then if they ain't talking to her like, and these men will be talking to her like this in front of their children, in front of in front of her children. You understand me? And she thought that meant love. I said to her, no, honey, that means you're a fool. That means you're a fool. There ain't no love there nowhere. She will be back with this dude the same day after he done called her everything up, called the police and told the police she was a hooker. She was hoeing out of her apartment while her sons and them was there. Risk her going to jail. He jumped on her back and forth. She's sending him to jail. He's sending her to jail. They going through this stuff every day. But she thought that was love. She thought that was love. No, honey, learn to be alone. Learn to be alone. Learn to be self-sufficient. Learn to teach your children something responsible. We don't do it because you try to be needy and you think that you need these no good men. You don't need nobody but yourself and God. Be the mother, be the parent that your parent was not to you. I'm talking to the men and the women. Be the parent that your parent was not to you. If you got a father that was not shit, that don't mean that you ain't gonna be shit. That just means that they wasn't ready. But you can be 10 times better parent than they was. That you gotta want that. You gotta want that. A. Rice said, very enlightening story. Got a better understanding of you. Thank you, A. Rice. Thank you. That's sad. It is very sad, Jasmine. A man has to be something other than atomically correct. Exactly. So many of us have the same story, just a different name and face on the cover. As sisters, we must support each other. Exactly, Royal Lily. Exactly. I cry when you say I love you. I never heard that growing up ever. You see what I'm saying? Did y'all just read what Jackie Chambers just said? She said she never hear that. And every time Jackie comes into this platform, what do y'all see me do? Y'all see, when Jackie Chambers popped up, y'all see me say, I love you. Even if I'm in the middle of a conversation. But if Jackie pops up, I say, I love you. She know that specifically for her. She knows that. And then I tell everybody else, if nobody has ever told you they love you today, I love you, because I know it's so many in this world that don't get that. My children are the children that they are because they know they are loved and cared about. They are supported. See, you got to know the difference between a good touch and a bad touch. When my kids come in, they give hugs. I give them affections. They hug me. I hug them back. They give me a kiss right here on the cheek. I give them a kiss right back here on the cheek. Okay, we got to start teaching our children what's good and what's not. We got to start teaching our men, our boys, how to be men. Don't say, I can't stand it. I know a woman can't be a man. We can't never. But let me tell you something. You can do your damnedest best to raise him to be a king the best way you know how. You can do it. You can break the cycle. But you got to want to break the cycle. You can't keep grasping on to a string that's about to break at any second and you think it's going to be okay. There is so many hurt people on YouTube. They say hurt people hurt people. And they say the reason why they doing the fuck shit that they do and stuff is because they being hurt. No, they doing the fuck shit and everything that they do because they have not been loved right. You understand me? Because a person that has been loved right, honey, you can't tell them nothing. You know when a person been loved right. Because they happy, they positive, they glowing. I learned how a man is supposed to respect a woman from my son's father, from Benjamin's father, from Big Benjamin. When he came into my life, he showed me the meaning of respecting a woman. That man gave me everything I wanted. Do you understand me? Never, ever, 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 ever called me out my name. Never, ever, 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 ever raised his hands to me. Never, ever, ever, ever disrespected me. When I had so much anger and I would fight out and I would do stuff, I would hit him, I would throw stuff at him. You know what he would do? He would get up and leave. Because he would be like, Gina, no, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I'm not going to let you disrespect me. I didn't disrespect you. And he would leave. And when he felt that I calmed down, he would come back. He didn't understand it was all the hurt. Because hurt people, like you say, hurt people. But if you're an unloved person, you hurt folks even more. I told my kids, my two older kids, the one I got abused from, the one who broke my nose, I told him, man, you would never treat me, you or any other man would never treat me like y'all treated me before, ever. Because I had a man that treated me like a king. You understand me? When I was pregnant with Benjamin, I tell everybody to this day, that was the best pregnancy I ever had out of all 9 of my kids. I'm keeping it real. That don't take away the love that I have for all 9 of them. Because I love all 9 of my kids with my last breath. You understand me? But that was the most stress-free pregnancy that I ever had because he made sure I didn't want for nothing. He made sure I ate all the time. He made sure that there was diapers upon diapers. He made sure that there was clothes upon clothes. Benjamin had so many clothes with the price tags and stuff on it. Baby, he was growing out of stuff. Diapers and diapers, I had every cases. People would come in my house and say, damn, girl, you selling diapers or something? I'm like, no, his daddy, every time his daddy would come to the house, he was bringing a case of diapers. I never had to want for anything. That's how a man's supposed to treat a woman. I would say I ain't got before I could say I ain't got. He'd be like, here you go, Gina. Here you go. Pay some bills. I'd be like, what's this for? Pay the rent. Pay some bills. And he would take me every week to get my hair did, get my nails did. That's a man. That's a man. Sherry said, y'all would be surprised. Some women can't be alone. They will accept anything and put up with anything. Exactly. And they still do, Cherry. They still do. Vella say, oh my God, sorry to hear that, Queen Gina. I got so much love for you. You are so strong. Thank you, Vella. Thank you, love. Learn to be alone. Exactly, Jasmine. And they don't know how. They say hurt people, but that's not always true. Sometimes hurt people heal people. There you go. There you go, Vella. There you go. It was times where I thought I was alone in the world too. Being bullied all of my life. When I was younger, I tried to take my life several times. I had to love myself before I can love someone else. Exactly, Sassy. Oh, exactly. Oh, I tried to commit suicide too. Several times. Several times. And you know what kept me going when I didn't die? When I didn't leave them kids, them children. Because God say, I ain't bringing you home. Get your shit together. Prayer, me staying in prayer and talking to the Lord is what keeps me sane. It's what kept me sane. It's what made me the person that I am now. And sharing, I keep telling you, I'm a vessel. I am a vessel to you guys. God works through me. Sometimes things that I be like, damn, am I talking too much? Should I not? But then somebody later will come through and say, Miss Gina, you know that topic you just discussed? Man, I needed you. I needed to hear that. That's the reason why I share. If I share with you guys what I went through and you get an understanding of, like A. Rice said, man, wow, I now understand you better. I understand you. You would understand. You would understand why sometimes I snap off the way I do. You will understand why sometimes I will curse to the dickens, to the devil. You understand me? Because there's a reason. I see, I've learned to adapt to certain situations, which is what most people don't know how to do. You have to learn. And you have to know how to adapt to certain situations. So if you a young person and I'm talking some real shit to you, I gotta talk to that young person on their level. If you are older person or you sophisticated and all this stuff or you proper, I gotta talk to you on that level. So when I got a lot of young people up in here, I can't just say to the young people, well, you know, honey, you really shouldn't be having sex right now. But if you're going to have sex, make sure you protect yourself and do this. Because they're going to be like, bitch, get up out of here, please. We all fucking. So that now I got to get on that age, that mentality. So if I come to that young one and I say, well, look, if you're going to be fucking every motherfucking body all over the place, then make sure you use some goddamn rubbers. And if you ain't got no rubbers, let the queen tell you where to go get some. If you going to be a little thought asshole, if you going to be thotting around because you learned that from your mama, your grandmama, your brother, at least queen, protect yourself. Little princess, protect you. If you going to be opening your legs to every Tom, Dick, and motherfucking Harry, then make sure you at least keep your pussy clean and tight and safe. That's how you got to talk to these young kids, because that's how they talk to each other. They be like, bitch, I'm going to get me a baller. Bitch, I'm going. Do you not watch Love and Hip Hop? Do you not live in the real world? I used to have to talk. I told my kids, I listen in. That's why I asked the question before. Do you ever listen to your children's conversation? Do you ever just sit back by the door and just listen to it? Don't get on them. Don't curse them out. Just listen to their conversation. When you listen to your children's conversation, that's going to tell you everything you need to know about how you should talk to them. I sat there, Cece, who's 25 years old right now. She was 16, 17 years old. And I'm listening to her conversation with her. Yeah, bitch. They calling each other. Yeah, bitch. Bitch, girl. Yeah, I'm going to get this money. Bitch, we going to get, I'm wearing this type of thing. Da, 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 da. So one day, Cece didn't come home. She decides that she gonna go and hang out her and her little fast ass girlfriends. So me and my husband driving down the street, who do we see? We see Cece, her little fast ass girlfriend. They in some hot little trampy, trashy outfits, walking, headed back toward my house. I said, my husband was like, you want me to pick them up? I said, no, let them little wenches walk on to the house. The girl, I called her mother. I said to her mother, your fast ass little girl is with my fast ass little girl, and I'm about to get in that ass. You know what the mother said to me? She said, Gina, get them. Get them. I said, I want you to be on phone. I'm going to put you on speaker, because I'm about to tear that ass up. So they come walking through the door. Oh, they walking through the door. Hey, ma, this and that. I said, hey, ma. I said, what's up, bitches? My daughter said, I said, yeah, what's up, bitches? I said, come on in and sit your ass down. Sit your asses down right there, bitch. We gonna have a conversation, bitches. We gonna have a good one. And the whole time, her mama on the phone. Now, my daughter thinking, oh, this old crazy lady, she crazy. She says, Mom, you can't talk to her like that. I said, I can talk to her however the fuck I want to talk to her. Y'all in my house. If anything go down, I'm responsible for that while y'all out here thotting around. While y'all out here with them little skimpy ass outfits on, where some guy can snatch y'all little fast asses up because y'all couldn't get on the phone to call me or your dad to come and pick y'all up. But y'all out here doing God knows what. I said, bitches, I hope you got the condoms. Do you got the condoms, bitch? Why you got that hot little ass outfit on and this? Honey, I was serious in what I was talking about. And the whole time, Cece said, Mom, what did she tell her mother? I said, oh, her mother said, I'm right here listening to every word. You should have saw her mouth. You should have saw that little girl's mouth drop when her mama, because I had the phone sitting down. They didn't know. They didn't know because they didn't see. They didn't know nobody. When her mama spoke out and said, I'm right here. I hear every word. Yeah, bitches. That's just what I want. She said, yeah, bitches. Sit down and finish listening to Miss Gina talk. Okay? Finish sit down and finish getting red, because y'all want to be some little hot ass girls out here on the street. I broke it down to them. See, we got to stop sugarcoating stuff. You got to start talking to your children on their level. You can't come in if you from the hood and you talking like you from the west affluent suburb. No, because they own a different mentality. You got 13, 14, 15-year-olds smoking joints and shit. They already screwing around and doing stuff. So if you don't talk to them on their level, they not gonna maintain nothing. They ain't gonna suck it in. If you know you got a little fast ass girl and you living in the hood and she trying to be grown, then you sit her little fast ass down and you tell her about birth control. All of my friends whose children was fucking, you understand me? Was fucking at a young age, had the nerve to say to me, criticize me, well, Gina, you giving them permission. Don't you think you giving her permission to do? Bitch, they fucking anyway. They doing more than fucking, honey. They bending over. They sucking. They screwing. They doing threesome, foursomes. You understand me? Quadruplesomes. They doing all these little young girls. They doing all of this. The least you can do as a mother is keep them protected. I knew in my heart of hearts, I told you I pray every day and I continue to pray that I did not want my children popping out babies like I did. I've been popping out babies since I was 19 years old. I didn't want that for my babies. I want my girls to finish school. I want my girls to get an education. I want my girls not to have to beg and plead and borrow on social assistance and the government. I wanted something better for them. If you want something better for them, you will do better. You will figure it out. I'm talking to some mothers out here. I'm talking to you mothers out here that's got that fake fuck nigga laid up in your house right now. He ain't giving you a goddamn dime, and we about to come up on the first of the month in a couple of months, and that motherfucker won't even buy a Happy Meal and bring it to the crib. But he got you fucking and sucking all over him while he looking at your daughter. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real because the cycle is never going to stop. We going to keep having abuse. And in the black community, you wonder why. You wonder why your daughters like girls. Your sons like boys. They get confused. They don't even understand about themselves. When they don't understand, they don't know what it is they got. They don't know why they feeling the way they feel. They don't know why they got these. Do you know, young boys? My twins is 13 years old. If they didn't have brothers to talk to them and stuff like now, when they get through that puberty stage, they don't know why they did get hard in the morning. They don't understand that. They don't understand that that is something natural that happens every morning for a man. Because it's taboo. We don't talk about it. But then when you got that man or that woman that's abusing them, that's sexualizing them, then you say, oh, I wish I would have talked to him. I wish I would have told him something. I wish I would have said something. This is the reason why I have these conversations. See, if y'all ain't never thought I was the queen of talk, y'all gonna think y'all gonna know it tonight. You gonna know it tonight. If you ain't never thought Miss Gina, the queen of talk, why she get that name or whatever, this is how I got it. Because I'm real in what I say. I'm real in that queen. I'm that queen right there. That queen right there. That's me. I'm going to give it to you in the raw. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Because our kids need to know and need to hear this. Life is too short. We going through too much. We are destroying ourselves because of this abuse, because of these kept family secrets. And y'all go back and sit in the same room with these fuck motherfuckers like ain't nothing happening. Y'all hug them and shake their hands and everything like everything is okay when really you should be lynching that motherfucker up. Really, you should be beating the shit out of the mama from allowing the shit to happen and continue. It's going to keep happening. It ain't going to change because we ain't making it change. We ain't helping it to change. Vela say, so your real mother knew you was being preyed on and touched by her boyfriend, or are you talking about your foster parents? I came in late. I need to catch up. No, I'm talking about my biological mother. She did not know that I was being preyed on. That she didn't know. She didn't know at the time that the boyfriend was coming over and all this stuff. He was fixated on me and all this stuff. No, she did not know that. I ain't gonna lie on her about that. She didn't know that he was being prayed, that he was praying on me all the while he was being her boyfriend. And I was scared to tell her at that time. So I never went to her in the beginning to say, Ma, your boyfriend looking at me a certain way, which makes me feel uncomfortable. No, I never said that to her. But when he had his chance and he did molest me, I went to my mother and I told her. Now, I don't know if she didn't believe me or if she didn't want to believe me, but she never did anything about it. And that's what hurt. And she let me know that she wasn't going to do nothing about it. So, yeah, so we're going to get the narrative right. No, she never knew that I was being preyed upon, but we're talking about my real mother. But at the time when he molested me and I told her, then she knew. But she didn't handle it and she didn't stop seeing him. She made him come back and apologize to me, which crushes the little girl even more because now it's like you making it okay. You making it, because if you're not doing nothing about it, then you're being, that's why I'm sharing. I let mans know all the time, honey, look, 100, I let mans know all the time. Tell me and let me know if anybody does anything. Crystal said, Queen, humbly I ask, can you give Sassy a wrench? I like the way she moves. She's very young, and I notice that all of the wisdom you give her, she is right back for more. She is. Okay, Crystal, I will. I give her one. When I go upstairs to my laptop, I give her one. Wait a minute. Or can I do it? Wait a minute. Let me go. I can make her a moderator now. Right? Let me go up there on Sassy. Sassy. Yeah. I sure can. I ain't even got to do it from mine. Okay. All right, when Sassy types something. Jackie saying, when my daughter learned sign language, I signed them to teach her I love you before mom. There you go, Jackie. There you go. You got it. We got to break the cycle. How do you feel about that, Sassy? My mother asked, T-Love saying, my mother asked God to help her raise her son. Till this day, he's a God-fearing man. Amen. And that's what I ask God all the time to help me raise my children. And that's why they so sweet and honest and humble. Yeah. Man is supposed to be the head. Exactly. Not the woman. That's why he could never do what he was supposed to do. Because I was doing his job. Yeah, Cherry, you're right. Crystal, that would mean a lot, definitely. Well, type something, Sassy. You should be in blue. You may not see me, my love, but I see you. That's right, Crystal. That's right. Thank you, Ed Cherry. You helped me a lot. Hearing your stories motivated me. Oh. That's why I share it, because some people need to hear this. Some people need to understand that they are not alone. You're not alone. It's a lot of us that's been abused. People ask me, Miss Gina, how you stay so strong? How you go through all of that? And I still keep it 100. And I still have love for people. And I had to forgive. I had to forgive my mother. And I had to forgive that man that abused me. And you know what happened to him? He died a brutal death. He died. He was in a very bad motorcycle accident and he died brutally. He fell off the motorcycle and then a truck ran over him and hit him. See how God works? See how, and God didn't do that. Was his karma. That's what that was. That was his karma. Why is it the girls say, I'm going to get me a baller when you're not baller material? Them ballers don't want no hood book. Exactly. Because that's what they see on the internet. That's what they see when they click on the IG, when they click on Facebook, when they click on YouTube. That's what they see. That's what they see when they watch cable and they watch the love and the hip hop and stuff. And they think if they got a baller, they didn't made it. When they need books and education. Yeah, he in his room.
Oh, is he staying?
You got to ask him. I don't know. He didn't mention anything. That's like wearing red bottoms in the projects. Make it make sense, girl. Make it make sense. I know that's right, Crystal. Yes, it is what it is. You're right. Yep. And another thing, soy sauce is not a vegetable. Say that again. Jackie say, thank you, Miss Gina. You are the realest. I would have never opened up. Oh, I love you, Jackie. I love you. I'm here for you guys. When I say this is a queendom and we a community, I meant what I said. I meant what I said. We got to learn to start doing things that's going to help our community. We got to learn to start doing things that's going to uplift our community and stop hurting us. Stop abuse. We got to stop abusing each other. We got to stop abusing each other. Buying those baby boy stud earrings before you buy a potty chair so they can take off them damn diapers. That part. You fucked them up with that one, Gina. I know, right? Okay, Bella. I feel the same way. I feel like I opened up so much. Sassy, honey, we here for you. We got you. Look at Sassy in the blue. They ain't even old enough to be prostitutes. They prostitutes. Exactly. Exactly. And they need to be, can't even read straight. I told you, can't even wipe their ass. They don't even know which is the right direction to wipe their ass, but they talking about they want a baller. Hey, Denia Love. Good evening. Sassy, love you. I love you too. Denia say good evening, Queendom. Vela say, preach, Gina. I'm listening. Teach one, reach one. That's right. That's what we doing over here. The truth and nothing but the truth. Okay? Welcome, Sassy, to the mod queendom. That's right, my mod. I'm going to do it. We're going to have a mod meeting because I want to do something special for my moderators. So, yes, I got to get all my mods together and we going to do a mod meeting. And I'm probably going to do it because we can't do it on a Friday because the Friday is when we do the networking party and stuff. So probably I'll have the meeting either on a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm just glad he didn't continue to be fixated on you. Yeah. You know what? God knows what he's doing. Everything that happened to me, because I got some stories to tell. I've been through so much in my life. I was raped by my neighbor. Okay? My neighbor broke into my house and stuck a knife in my throat and raped me. Okay? While my kids was laid across the room in the next bedroom. And the mother told the detectives that identified the knife as coming out of her apartment. And her son had just got out of prison for breaking and entering into somebody else's apartment. So, like I said, everything that I've went through made me a strong. Y'all don't know. This little shit that these little girls be going through on here on YouTube, they could not handle half the shit. They couldn't handle a quarter of the shit that I've been through. They couldn't. They couldn't. And I share it because there's so many that's going through stuff right now and they keeping secrets right now. And they don't understand how much they're hurting themselves because they won't talk about it. They won't get it out of their system. They can't move forward. They holding stuff against their children. It's horrible. You got to break the cycle. Yeah, karma. And that the abuse stopped there. Yep. The abuse. Honey, I don't play about my kids and this stuff that's happening. Good evening, kings and queens. Welcome to the queendom. Thank you, Crystal. Hey, classic man. Hey, love. Congrats on the job. Thank you. Thank you. That's insane. Yep, Denia. Yep. Thank you, Jackie. Put it up there. It's tomorrow, y'all. It's everybody. Please invite a friend. It's free. If you want to promote your channel, you want to promote your business, you can do all of that tomorrow, honey. We having a networking party at 8 and everything. Jackie, can you please put my email and everything up there? If you need to email me, like I said, if you got a certain topic you want to talk about, if you guys even want to talk to me offline about this topic, Jackie's going to put my email up there and you guys can email me. My PayPal is $G Mama Diva. Jackie's going to put that up there. My PayPal, that's my Cash App. My PayPal is Miss Gina Queen of Talk. My Patreon is Miss Gina Queen of Talk. And so if you guys want, you can contact me on my Instagram. My Instagram is Miss Gina Queen of Talk. So yeah, we have to break the cycle. We got to make things better. Have you shared yet? Share what? Thank you about the new. Yeah, look, I got 2 jobs, not one, but 2. Honey, God is amazing. I go to the property management job tomorrow. Hopefully by next week, because I still got to get my fingerprints, but everything else is done. I'll be working the night job. So God is good. You can say happy belated birthday, Queen. You know I turned 35 yesterday. Oh my God, classic man. That's right. What was I thinking? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy, blessed, wonderful, love, outstanding, awesome, amazing birthday. Happy, wonderful, blessed birthday to you. I love you, classic man. And may you have many, many more blessings upon blessings to you, King. Blessings upon blessings. I hope you went out and did something special and had a great time. We celebrating your birthday tomorrow. We gonna have everybody come in and celebrate your birthday. Yes. Thank you. Jackie put my email up again. It's mamadivaentertainment@gmail.com. There's the Cash App, G Mama Diva, and the PayPal. Thank you guys. Denaya say follow at Miss Gina Queen of Talk on all social media. Yep, that's how you get me. Thank you, Denaya Queen. Oh, Denaya, I don't know. Let me make you a moderator. I thought I did that. Come on. It don't want to click. I got to go back. Okay. There we go. I was supposed to be made Denaya a moderator. Honey, Denaya is another one. Denaya is like a classic man, Queen, Crystal King. Them the ones. Mark the Traveler don't play. Check it if you sneeze in the wrong direction. If you look like you gonna say something disrespectful, they getting you up out of the queendom. They getting you up out of the queendom. Yes. Thank you guys, everybody. Please say happy birthday to Classic Man TV. Martina Marie on the scene. Hi, Martina. Welcome. Pretty much, I know, right, Denaya? There you go. Sassy say, I love listening to older, wiser people because they have so much to say. It helps when you're going through so much. It's true. And I think that's the reason why I've always been wiser and I got through so much, because I would always listen to my elders. To this day, I love talking to seniors. I love when they share stories and tell stories and share their testimonies and different things. And I was always that way. I never hung with kids my age. I always hung with the older because I've always seemed older. And I just used, like I said, and I stayed in prayer on everything, honey. When I got friends now that's been strung out. That's been strung down. When I was growing, I told you I was growing up to that New Jack City stage when everybody was doing coke in the bathroom and all that stuff, and they would hand the tray over to me talking about, Miss Gina, you want some? And I'm like, hell no, I don't fuck with that shit, bitches. You crazy? Go give me a Dr. Pepper and a smile. I ain't messing with that. So I grew up with that stage, but I just stayed grounded. I was never ever a follower. I was never a follower. I was always a leader. And that's who I am today. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. That's why these bitches get mad at me. That's why they try to pour salt on my name. No, the next time y'all hear somebody mention Miss Gina Queen of Talking the negative, they better put some respect on it. Because you ain't going to get nobody as real as me. You ain't going to get nobody. They won't even share their own shit. But they'll talk about somebody else's in theirs. Honey, miss me with that. That is why I stay on your channel. Never hug kids my age either. Yeah. I always hung with older people as well. Yeah. You get that knowledge. Oh, Lord, what happened now? No, nothing happened. We just talking about Denaya, Jeannie Ma. You know Jeannie Ma from The Real? She, went viral with her mother, Mama Ma, because they was talking about her sexual abuse. that happened by a family member, a cousin. And her mother said she never believed her. And her mother says she loved the cousin more than her. And so it's been going viral because Jeannie Ma said that's why she stayed away from her mom for 8 years. She didn't speak to her, nothing. And so she was sharing all of that. And I was just saying abuse is still happening. And Gina was talking about even though she's a grown woman, it affect her today. But by her mother being honest and standing in her truth, they grew, they was able to get past it. And I said some people need some real talk and conversation because we still going through that today. We still going through that right now because these women that can't be without a man still got that nothing ass nigga laying in their bed, and he is fixated on their daughter. You still got these folks that is being abused in the family and by the family member, and they want to don't let our secret get out. They want it to be the kept secret, but then when you go to the family barbecue, when you go to the family reunion, you got to hug and kiss on Uncle John like ain't shit never happened because they want to keep the family secret. No, y'all need to start opening up your goddamn mouths so history don't repeat itself. Do you not know that my mother's uncle abused all his nieces and cousins and all of it, and then his sons wind up being molesters as well because they saw what they found? I never forget as long as I live when me and my cousins and us came to one of the family events. And he had the nerve to say, "Ooh, y'all getting thick there. Ooh, look at them booties on y'all." Nigga, I'm your cousin. I'm not a fourth or fifth cousin. We first and second cousins. You don't do no shit like that. But he got it because his father was a pedophile. And the father was doing it to his nieces and nephews. And my aunts and aunties and uncles, they knew this. And they still let that man come up at family reunions because it's a kept secret that they keep between the family. And you think it's going to stop? He's going to still be doing it to nieces, to great nieces, to great great grand nieces. It does not stop unless you make it stop. I know what I went through. You think I want that for my daughter? Hell no. We ain't doing that. So I never went to a family reunion. I never went to a party. I never went to a get together. None of that. My children, when they would ask me, Regina, can we come and get the kids? Bitch, is you crazy? No, you can't come and get my kids. If I was not protected, I know you ain't finna protect them. Martina say it's stuff like this the reason why me and my boys stay away from a lot of my family. And I got all boys. See, I told you. See, exactly, Martina. My kids didn't start being around my family members until they got grown. And my son would be like, "Mom, you going to the family reunion?" I'm like, "No." He said, "I'm going." But my son is 32 years old. So he's a grown man. He can go. But no, I wasn't going. Crystal say, "Okay, mods, the wrenches look good. Always remember, protect the queen. Love, peace, and chicken grease." Thank you, Crystal. I love you, baby. Martina say, "I'm 32. Oh, Martina, you the same age as my son. Baby, you young enough to be my daughter. My son, 32. And just that, he goes around the family and everything." Sassy say, "We will." Thank you, Sassy. See, sometimes I don't like to be a female. Yeah, but we go through a lot. We deal with a lot. Can I share another story with y'all? And I shared this before, but I want to share it again because we on this topic. That's right, Jackie. Peace, love, Crystal. Yes, and chicken grease. My daughter, this was when I was still with my husband, so y'all know this was a long time ago. And my daughter, she 25 now, so this one, she was still in high school, so she was like 16 or 17 years old back when this happened, and I'm talking about CC. But nowadays, they are after the little boys they definitely after the little boys as well. Now, it don't matter the race, the creed, the color, the gender, nothing. They look, when they see you, they want you, and they gonna do whatever it takes to get you. Love and blessings to you always, and remember, I'll be watching. I know. I love you, Crystal. So Cece came to me one day and she says, Mom, can I talk to you? And I'm like, yeah. And I told you guys, I always told when my husband was in the house and everything, I always told my kids if they ever needed to talk to me in private, just say, Mom, can we take a walk? And we would go take a walk. Sassy, you celebrate being a female because you're the only one that can be you. Anything other than you is in limitation. Imitation. Yes, Crystal. Exactly, honey. We got to celebrate into this positive queenship. Yeah, exactly. So me and Cece went for a walk and she said to me, because my husband's friend, he got into a domestic um, issue with his girlfriend. And so he had to leave. The girlfriend cut him up, stabbed him, whatever. And police, he had to leave. So he didn't have anywhere to go. And my husband at the time said, can he come and stay with us? This is when I was staying in my big house. I told you I had a house that had 7 bedrooms. You understand me? And so I said, yeah, we got the room. Fix the room up for him, Yeah, he could come. So my daughter came to me one day and she says, Mom. And I said, yeah. She said, can I talk to you? And I said, yeah. She says, how long is he gonna be staying here? And I said, I'm not sure, Sydney. What, is anything wrong? And she said, I don't want him here no more. I said, okay. I didn't say why you don't want him here. I said, okay. She says, I didn't even ask her why. She volunteered. She said, cause I don't like how he looks at me. Girl, y'all, I saw daggers. I had flashbacks, y'all. Do you hear me? Cause remember, I told you. When my mother's boyfriend was fixated on me, he used to look at me a certain way that made me feel uncomfortable and I knew he was after me. When my daughter said that, I said to her, oh, don't even worry. His ass is gone today. So what happened was it was time for Cece. By the time we had our conversation and stuff, it was time for Cece to go to school. And my first question to her was, did he do something to you? Because, honey, y'all, I was going to be in jail. I said, did he touch you? She said, no, Mom, he didn't touch you. I said, did he do anything to you? I said, are you telling me the truth? She said, yeah, Mom, he didn't do nothing to me. She said, I just don't like how he looks at me. I said, okay, let me get you to school. I went on and got her to school. I called my husband. I screamed, honey. He thought something was. He said, what did you see, a rat or something? I screamed for dear life. I screamed his head so I'm telling you, the neighbors heard me. I said, that motherfucker gotta go now. That's just how I did it. I said that. He said, okay, wait, Gina. He was like, Gina, wait, hold on, because he knew I was upset. I said, I'm gonna tell you one time. I said, if you don't get this motherfucker up out of my house in the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'ma kill him, and then I'ma kill you for bringing him. And when my husband saw my eyes, I tell you, look, listen, and learn. He knew I wasn't playing. So he was like, dude, man, you gotta go. You gotta go now. I gotta go drop you off. I don't know where you gotta go, but Gina is not playing. I gotta go. And he was like, Gina, what happened? What happened? I didn't do what happened. I was like, I didn't even want to talk to him because I was so fucking angry. And I probably would have stabbed that motherfucker or killed him. I was just like, just get your shit and get the fuck up out my house. So after my husband went and dropped him off immediately and he came back, my husband came back, not the dude. When my husband came back, he said, hey, Gina, what happened? What's going on? I said, no. Sydney said she don't like how he looked at her. And he was like, what happened? I said, hey, Deborah. I said, it don't matter what the fuck happened. That was enough right there. That was enough. I said, it all starts with the look. Because that's how I got molested. It all starts with the look. I said, and that's all I needed to know was that motherfucker wasn't looking at my daughter in the right way. His ass had to go. And so my husband went and talked to him, and I guess he said to him, dude, I don't know what you did while you was at the house or whatever, but Gina flipped the fuck out because she said something about you looked at Cece the wrong way or whatever. And he was like, I swear, I promise, I swear on my life, I swear on everything, I didn't touch her, I didn't do anything. And I said, no, she said you didn't touch her. She said that. She said you didn't touch her, you didn't do anything to her, but she didn't like how you was looking at her. And I told him, I ain't even letting it get to that next stage. You understand me? Because I told that motherfucker the look alone was enough to make me want to cut your throat. Do you understand when a person that's been abused and that goes through, we don't wait. You don't wait and let it happen again. You understand what? I'm telling you guys something. I know how that feels. I can remember it like it was yesterday. Do you actually think I want my 15, my 16, my 7, my 12-year-old baby that's upstairs right now to ever know what type of feeling that is? Ever? I trust no man. That's why I don't bring no motherfuckers here. Now, what the queen does out in the street, you can call me whatever you want. You can call me a hoe, a thought, a bitch, or what tramp, or whatever it is. But guess what? My children will never know because I don't bring it back here. You see what I'm saying? I don't talk about the niggas that I go out with and date here to my children. They know you ain't never coming to my house. Never, ever, 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 ever coming to my house. And I told my husband, he lucky that he left when he did. That's why I said, don't say shit to me, man. Just get the fuck up out my crib, dude. That's all I said to him. And I told my husband, you better get this motherfucker up out of here. And like 5, 4, I'm counting the fuck down. When I get to 1, it's gonna be 1. And I was sitting at the table with some big ass butcher knives. Do you hear me? I was literally this close to, when my daughter came home from school, she said, Ma, is he gone? I said, shit, he been gone. That motherfucker left right after you. She hugged me and kissed me and said, thank you, Mom. I'm never at what. Let me tell you something. If your child comes to you and say, I don't feel right with your boyfriend, please don't leave me. Look at that video that Jeannie Ma said. Jeannie Ma said she begged her, Ma, please don't leave me with him. Don't fucking listen. Don't fucking be asking the motherfucking questions of, well, what did he do? Well, why? Are you sure he did that? Get the fuck up off your ass and put that motherfucker out. If you ain't already killed him and buried his ass in the backyard. Do you understand? I'm so devious. Y'all just don't know. I'm a Taurus, I'm a bull, and I could be the most psychoest bitch there is. I told them, when I get through slicing and dicing this motherfucker into sushi, they're gonna say, we're gonna have to put Miss Gina in a mental institution because no human in their right mind would ever do this. Because when I say I'm gonna slice and dice that motherfucker into pieces, and I might take his ass to Chinatown and tell them to pour his ass over some rice. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand when I look at my 12-year-olds and Sydney called Angel thickums because Angel, honey, these thick thighs, let me show you. These thick thighs run in the family, okay? And when I look at thickums and she walk up and down the stairs and she walk back and forth and I go in my kids' room often and I watch them sleep and everything and I pray over them while they in their sleep and stuff. And do you know what I thank God for? I thank God that she can sleep in peace. I thank God that my sons can sleep in peace. Soon as they come up in here, they take their clothes off. They walk around in their boxes and everything else. And I'm not worried about nobody touching them. You understand? My daughter don't know nothing about sexual molestation and abuse because I ain't playing that fuck shit. You understand me? I won't give a damn how much I like a man and stuff. You like me, you got to take me to the Modi. If we can't go to your crib, we gotta go to the Modi. You can't come to my house. You can't come to my house. And that's how I've been with all of my children besides my husband and their fathers who I was living with. All of my children, the only men that they ever know me around is their fathers. My husband. That's all they know me being with. They don't know who else I go out and date on the side and who I've been with on the side. I've been by myself, y'all, for 8 years. I've been single for 8 years. Do you understand me? I date a little bit here and there, but see, I'm choosy about who I give my cookies to. I don't give my cookies to just anybody. I'm that way for a reason. Because you got to break the cycle. If you don't, it's going to keep repeating itself. Our children ain't gonna never get better. They ain't gonna never get better. It's gonna keep on happening. Martina say, I know that's right. Crystal say, Sassy, I came back to tell you that you are a gift from God, and anything other than that goes into your head or your heart. That's the devil trying to set you up. Exactly. And honey, God, we overpower the devil over here. I'm going to keep my eye on you, baby girl. Amen, Crystal. Sassy say, Crystal, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. We got you, Sassy, over here. Martina say, yes, and I've never been touched, but I know exactly what you mean. Okay? Deborah said, I can understand I was abused at 8 years old. So see, y'all feeling me. Preach, I'm the same way. Thank you, Sassy. Martina say, you are a good mother. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's true. Wow, I've known you for 8 years now. Yep. Denaya, you've known me for a long time. For a long time. And Denaya can speak, she will tell you that I've been the same through the whole 8 years that she's known me. I've always been the person to help other people. Denaya, when we used to do our modeling shows, I used to pick folks up in my van. I was picking people up. I was dropping them off. I was helping them up. I've always looked out for. I would go out and feed the homeless, collect stuff for the homeless. I've been doing this stuff for years. I've been doing this. I've always been, I told you, I've been a leader all my life. From being that little 13-year-old girl that went through everything that I went through, I was determined to be a leader and not let nobody else take control over me. Because I felt when I was abused, when you got something taken from you, when I was in my own apartment and my upstairs neighbor came in and raped me, I didn't feel safe for anything anymore. When you feel that you have lost control, man, you got to gain it. When my daughter was being abused by her boyfriend and he kidnapped her and took her, honey, I said enough was enough. Ain't no more with the knives in it. I went and got me a gun card. Do you understand me? I'm shooting a bitch. I'm buckling your kneecaps. I'm going to unload on your ass. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm not playing. That is the reason why. I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why you always hear, and I love me some 5A. 5A say Chicago, Chi-Town, this and that, because we have a temper in Chicago. We kind of like the New Yorkers. We love hard. Everybody is down for everybody. But if you cross us, if you fuck over us, if you mess with our kids or our children, we don't argue back and forth. See, people in the South, they argue back and forth. They got time. You know why? Because they ain't got shit to do. They got time and stuff. But we up here, New York, these fast, they don't argue. Sorry, I'm buffering. Maybe somebody flagging me or something. I don't know. But so we make sure, because it's a reaction. That's why they call it Chirac. That's why it's so many shootings here, because we react. We ain't about talking. We straight up. Yeah, Sassy. Okay, say it again. Denaya can tell you. We don't talk. We don't go back and forth. The next thing you know, it's going to be a bullet going in this side and coming out this side. That's the reason why we don't go back and forth with bitches. We don't argue back and forth. So when you hear Fababe mention Chicago and Chi-Town, and this is why we do, she not saying it like Chicago is all that and this and that. She's saying it because we do things differently. The people in the South and everything, they argue all day long. Please believe me, honey. In Atlanta, they will argue all day. They forgot that my sister Dee Dee came from Chicago, and they would wonder why she was beating a bitch down. I was talking to her on the phone one day, right? She told the girl, she was in jail. She told the girl, bitch, don't you see I'm on the phone? And the girl like, hurry up. She was like, I'll be off in a minute. The girl came back a second time. She was like, bitch, I ain't gonna tell you no. I told you I'm on the phone. The next thing I know, I heard, boop, 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 boop. and the phone went dead. She beat the bitch down with the phone handle. See, we don't talk, and when we tell you something, our word is our bond. Our word is golden. We don't go back and forth, back and forth. The next thing you know, I had to tell my daughter, I raised my kids this way. My daughter Cece used to get picked on all the time in school and stuff. And you know what I told her? You tell that bitch to give you 5 feet. And you only tell her one time. And if you tell that bitch to back the fuck up off you 5 feet, and then you take a step 5 feet back. So now that gives this bitch 10 feet. Now, if that bitch walk back up on you a second time, I told CC, you better tear her motherfucking vocal cords out. That's how we get down in Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they get down in New York. See, I'm from New York. My sister was born in New York. My dad's family, and then we from Buffalo, New York. I came to Chicago as a child, and then I was raised here. That's how we get. We don't talk. That's why I be like, I ain't gonna be arguing with these bitches. I'm not gonna argue. I don't go back and forth. Don't tell me shit. Don't do this and that. So it's not like we think that we better than any other state or city. No, we just do things differently. Just like everybody talks differently. You know, Baltimore have their own accent. Atlanta got their own accent. Chicago, New York got their own accent. We all do things differently. And the reason why Chicago got so many shootings, that should tell you right there, because motherfuckers ain't talking. Motherfuckers ain't talking to nobody. Did you just see on the news last night? Did y'all hear about that dude that shot at the motherfucking police? They said they was trying to talk to him, and the next thing they know, 5 shots rang out, and they shot back at him. And then later on, he died at the hospital. They go down gangster. That's how we do it out here. And he doing this with the police. Ain't no motherfuckers ain't gonna do no talking. We tell you once, y'all hear me all the time say I ain't playing baseball, because we don't do baseball shit over here. The only time motherfuckers is doing baseball is if they going to see the Cubs or the White Sox, and that's because a motherfucker gave them a ticket. That's because they got, just like when Benjamin went the other day, because his godmother came over here and had some free motherfucking tickets. We ain't doing sports over here. We're going to tell your ass one time. That's why when I get on here, y'all know when I'm in my feelings and I'm really pissed the fuck off, because I get on here and I do one video and I say, I'm going to make this clear. Let me make this crystal clear for the bitches in the back row that don't understand and ain't getting shit. We don't play. Every time you turn around, you're hearing about shootings. And here in Chicago, you're hearing about that. In New York, you hearing about all these motherfuckers. Because ain't nobody having no conversations. Ain't nobody having no conversations. They are letting you know it is what it is, and I'm only going to tell you one time, and after that, it's lights out. That's just how it is. That's how it is. And I'm just keeping it real with you. Let me go back and read some comments. Sassy said, I'm a leader, has never followed behind anyone. That's right, Sassy. Sassy said, we ain't about talking, we straight up. Denaya said, please share if you haven't already done so. Deborah said, I was born in New York. I can understand it. See, Deborah, you already know. You know. Shush Trish, no. Shush Trish. Me and Shush Trish came up with the saying, tick, tick, boom, bitch. That came from me and Shush Trish. Tick, tick, boom, bitch. Because that's how Chi-Town is. I was doing one of my videos and I was like, you want that tick, tick, boom to come out? And Shush Trish put the bitch on the end of it. She was like, no, tick, tick, boom, bitch, because that's how we is in New York. I know how New York get down. I know how Chicago get down. These folks, they don't get it. That's crazy too. I got a lot of family on my daddy's side from the Chi. And Martina, then you should know. I bet you want your daddy's side, they don't play. They ain't playing with motherfuckers. All they gonna tell you is one motherfucking time. That's it. That's it. I tell my kids all that. My daughter, I told you guys, I shared the story about Cece when Cece lied and told me she fell on some ice and that's how she had got a black eye, and I believed her. And then later on, some months later, upon months later, she told me the truth of what really happened, that this motherfucker had hit her in the face in a nightclub. To this day, I said, Cece, Sydney, I don't call her Cece, I call her Sydney. Y'all, everybody else call her Cece. But I said, Sydney, why didn't you tell me that? You know why? She said, because Ma, you crazy and I knew you was going to kill him. She knew. She knew I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just gonna say where that motherfucker at, and she knew, and she didn't want me to go. She didn't want me to go to jail. She didn't want me to be taken away from my kids. She said, "Ma, cause I knew if I told you the truth, you was gonna go kill him." That's why she didn't tell me. And you know what I told her? I said, I don't give a damn if it's today, if it's next year, if it's 5 years from now, if it's 10 years from now. I said, and we out having dinner or we taking a stroll down the street. I said, you better not never say, Ma, you see that guy walking over there? And I say, yeah, that's the guy 10 years ago that hit me in the eye. I told her, you better not, because I am going to go over and pour his motherfucking throat out. Do you understand what I'm saying? I told her, you better. So she did the right thing, not telling me. Not telling me. But she did the wrong thing because she should have called the police on this motherfucker. You don't ain't no man, there's no reason and no excuse for no man to put his hands on a female. None. None. And she damn near 90 pounds soaking wet. And he didn't like something she said. So he hit her in the face. Motherfucker, is you crazy? Is you crazy? That's crazy too. I got a lot of family in my door. Oh, okay. That's right. I'm the same way though. And I live in Arkansas. That's right, Martina. I had a lot of black friends. I always, the only white girl, they will always stick up for me. And that's usually how it is. That, let me tell you something. Everywhere I go, like if you look at my sister's so light, bright, damn near white. They think she's a white girl. And I told you, we got white folks in our family. My mother is half white and half black. My mom is. My mother's father was white man, blonde hair, blue eyes, everything. And so, we got those that's why I say in this house, my kids is every color of the rainbow. You see all the rainbow in my kids. And we don't do half and steps and sticks and this and that. It is about love. It's about encouragement. It's about support. And Deborah, they love you. And because guess what? You probably a down ass sister. You probably more down of a sister and you're a white girl than these motherfucking sisters. You understand me? The number one, my kid's godmother right now, my children's godmother, one of their godmothers, she white, blue eyes, honey. Her husband, she's the one that I told she's a broker. Her husband is an attorney, a lawyer. She just took Angel out for her birthday back in January. She takes me out and down, honey. Down. I love her to death. Let me tell you something. If anybody said anything wrong to her, I'll be okay, I'm going to be right there in that corner because she's down for us. She loves my children. My children don't want for nothing. If I was to call her right now and say, man, we strapped for whatever, for food, we strapped for whatever, she's going to say, okay, Gina, I'm going to come out there and she will come and pick me up and take me to the grocery store to get whatever. That's a friend. That's a friend. That's somebody that's loving. And her skin color, we don't give a damn about her skin color. We don't see skin color up in here. Because we every motherfucking color of the rainbow. My son is brown skinned, another one beige, another one high yellow. The twins is 2 different shades. One of the twins is, the older one is lighter than me, high yellow. And Farron is brown skinned. So yeah, that's how we is. Sis, I'm just getting here. I was listening to your conversation. That's what I am looking for. Something like that to happen on these YouTube streets. Yep. We got to continue to stick up for each other. We got to act like a community and stop acting like a gang. We got to stop acting like a gang. We got to stop acting like cults and stuff. There is so many cliques and cults and gangs and groups and stuff on these YouTube streets. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There is no safe place for nobody. You can't be free. You can't. If you laugh the wrong way, somebody say, oh, what? Was she laughing at me? And you might have been laughing at the host. You might have been laughing, at somebody else that was in the comments. But all it takes is for one person to take it the wrong way. Oh, was she laughing at me? Was she saying something to me? I don't know how many times I had to go and correct, what somebody else tried to say. Cause they be in their feelings over bullshit. Like I said, we gotta change. We gotta change. Love you, Tropical Punch. And it's not gonna change no time soon. Yes, I just found that out a few weeks ago. Wow. See, God has good timing. That's the one thing I can say. God has amazing timing. If he don't do nothing else, he has amazing timing. Even the men messy on YouTube. Honey, the men, a lot of men, they more messier than the women. And you would think that men, they would have some oomph about them where they would stay out of women's shit, because you already know females is messy. But no, the men, they could be even worse. They can be even worse. And some men like to see shit going back and forth with women. Some like that. They love seeing shit going back and forth. I'll never forget when my husband, I used to get into it with his sister all the time. Or every fucking single time his sister would come around, I would get into it with her. And I would be waiting for him. When the fuck you gonna stand? When are you gonna say something? And he would never say. He would let us out, and he'd be like, okay, what happened now? What the hell happened now? And I'm like, if you get this bitch and check her and make sure she, can show some motherfucking respect before she come in our house, we would never have no problems. But she figured she can come and run shit and say and do whatever the fuck she wanted, because he wouldn't say nothing. But then when my people come over, if my mother was disrespectful, my sister, a cousin, I didn't give a fuck who it was. If anyone came, I checked their ass right at the door. You understand me? And a lot of people, they won't do it. They don't do it. I don't know if it's the money on YouTube or what, but it's too much jealousy on the YouTube streets. Exactly, Tropical Punch. Exactly. Jackie says it's hard to find positive content on YouTube. Everybody mad at each other, and I don't understand why. Because everybody trying to be better than everybody. Everybody want more clout than the next person. So if this person's, subs go up, numbers go up, then you got these folks that's jealous because they think that they missing something, and it's like we can all eat. Everybody get, because you know what's going to happen is, you see YouTube, they already making changes. They already trying to make it harder so to where y'all ain't got to get paid. If you ain't already monetized and stuff on the channel, it's even harder now. It's even harder now. And they shutting other folks' channels down left to right. It's crazy. And all we should be able to do is be positive. Be positive. It's, but the grown-ups got to grow up. Grown-ups got to grow up, and they got to be grown-ups. You can't keep doing this stuff. You can't keep doing it. And think that everything gonna be okay. The men are more messy than the women. Yep, that's what I said, Tropical Punch. They more messier and everything. Go ahead. They're more messier. They're worse, and it's sad. It's sad for that. It doesn't make any sense. We got to get it together. Us that want change, we got to make change. That's why I went over to the DIY side of YouTube. I love the DIY side of YouTube, and I'm going to stay over there. I'm going to still come over here and do my real talks, my real conversations, because that's just me. But it's so much peaceful. It's so much peaceful on that side of YouTube, and I love it. I'm going to watch me some DIYs when I get out of here. When do you start your new job? Tomorrow. I start the one that I work at the nursing home. I don't start that one until next week because I still haven't done my fingerprints yet. They was closed today. And then I would have been doing it tomorrow, but I gotta work tomorrow because the temp agency called me to be a property manager at apartment complex. They need somebody really bad. So they called me and asked me to go out there and do that position. So I'm doing that tomorrow. So yes, I'll be getting up in the morning and going to handle it. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Like when I was a little girl, we always kept the doors unlocked. If she'd be the same way, it should be the same way on YouTube. Exactly. Yep, Deborah. Exactly. Look, I used to tell my daughters, ain't no locked doors around here. Ain't no locked doors. They be like, Mom, why you in my room? What? I'm in what? No, this my room. This, you borrowing. This my room. And I would go, honey, you talking about going and check some stuff? I would be checking and looking through stuff and going through stuff because this my house. And I want to know what's going on in my house. Now, you want to have your own stuff and do the fuck shit, you go do it in your house. You go get your own stuff and go and do it. And that's how I had to teach them, you know. But no, and my daughter got so mad one day, Cece, she called herself slamming doors. Going to her, I said, wait a minute, did this heifer just slam a door? The boys coming out their room. Dang, what was that? Cece slammed her door. I had my husband take that motherfucker off the hinges. She went and put a curtain up. I don't give a fuck. Put a curtain up. You ain't getting this door. You ain't getting this door. I told him, take that. Now you don't get a door. And if you keep on acting up, you ain't going to have a curtain. You understand me? See, us as parents, we got to be parents. If you're going to be parenting, you got to be a parent and you got to parent. You can't be their friend. You can't. You got to pick one. Either you're going to be a parent or you're going to be a friend. You can't be both. And I told them, I'm not your friend. I tell that to my kids right now. They come up in here and stuff, and I be sitting up there, and I'm like, I'm not your friend. Shoot. My son's outside, and he's 32. He be like, oh, Mom, my fault. Oh, I don't even know what I was saying. I'm like, Tracy, I'm right here. He be cursing like a sailor. Oh, man, my fault. I don't even know what the hell I was thinking about. Okay, slow your roll, because I'm not your friend. I'm not your buddy. I'm your mother. You know, man, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to teach them to do better and want better. Yeah, man, y'all, this was a great conversation. I'm so glad. Like I said, parents, we don't come with instructions. We don't. And it takes a community. It takes a community to support the family. No. And they say it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes the entire community to make sure that that parent is okay and is good, you know? And so we just gotta, we gotta pull together and we gotta keep uplifting each other. I love being here. Thank you, Sassy. I love you being here too. We gotta stay in support of each other. We gotta keep encouraging each other. Man, you guys continue with your channels. Don't give up, because we need more and more positive channels. We are definitely doing the networking party tomorrow night at 8. Make sure all of you guys is here. Bring a friend. Please tell everybody about the networking party. Let everybody know the networking party is tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I need to do a quick video tonight. Maybe I'll put together a video so it can get out there so everybody will know, so we can make it good. That's right. Hashtag no crabs in the barrel. Pray for peace on YouTube. That's how we got to do it. I made my animation video Monday. Did you? Sassy, I'm going over there to check it out. I'm definitely going to go check it out. You guys, if nobody told you they love you this evening, I love you. I love you guys to life. It's never goodbye. It is ta-ta for now. I'll be back on here, y'all. I may do one more video and come on here tonight before I go to bed, because y'all know I got to go to bed early whether I want to or not, because I want to be wide awake. Yes, Jackie just posted the networking party and stuff. Love, Miss Gina. I love you too, Sassy. I love all of you. Even you guys in the background and in the bushes. I brought some people out of the bushes today. I brought some out of the bushes today. Please share this video. Like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Ta-ta for now. I see you guys later.